Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. That's right. It is. Check our calendars, check our watches and things. It's Wednesday. It's new review day here on the channel, as it is each and every week. Today, for this episode, we're going to take a look at the brand new release from a band. They've been around for a while. This is their 9th studio album. They're from members of the band from Germany and Norway and Finland. They're called Leaves' Eyes. The brand new album is called Myths of Fate on AFM Records. Of course, this is your symphonic, gothic, power metal, otherwise also known as Beauty and the Beast metal, right? Because you got the soaring melodic female vocals and the male bellowing death metal Viking growls, right? Should also call this kind of Viking metal too, because it's like kind of symphonic Viking gothic metal. Yes, that's Leaves' Eyes. Let's take a look at this glorious looking AFM Digipack, because AFM Records, whether you like their artists or not, you gotta love the way they design these Digipacks for their releases. You got 2 discs there. I'll tell you what that's all about in a second. Let's take a look at the booklet and show you all the folks in the band, right? So there we go. More of the artwork. Okay, got full lyrics and the band. Woohoo! Elina Sarala. Yes. Her 3rd album as lead vocalist with Leaves' Eyes. She replaced Liv Christine back in 2016. Alexander Kroll, right, co-leader of the band here, founding member. I think I missed a shot. There we go. There's the full band together. So Alexander Kroll, okay, and if you go back in time, this band was basically put together back in the early 2000s. Alexander and a bunch of other dudes from, drawing a blank on the name of the band. Holy cow. Jesus. Atrocity, that's it. So basically, I knew it started with an A. I'm like, so it's basically, originally this band was kind of like, Liv was from Theater of Tragedy, Alexander and a couple of other guys were from Atrocity. So that's basically, this was a coming together of those 2 bands, basically for Leaves' Eyes, right? So again, to Alexander Kroll, keyboards and growling vocals, Joris Nienhuis, I'm probably not saying that correctly, on drums, Elina Sirala on lead vocals, Mickey Richter on guitar, Andre Nasso on bass, and Luke Gebhardt on guitar. All right, you got a couple newish guys in the band here. So basically, you've got Mickey, Andre, and Luke are fairly new. They've joined since 2019, 21, 22. But for the most, you got Joris has been in the band since 2013, and Alexander is a founding member of the band. So the lineup has changed quite a bit over the years for these guys. And you've got Elina now. This is her 3rd album with the band. And once again, there they are right there. So what do we got here on this brand new release? So, if you're familiar with the music of Leaves' Eyes, there's no real surprises here. It's just big, bombastic, symphonic, gothic, Viking power metal with the soaring, clean, majestic female vocals and then the guttural Viking metal or death metal growls. So it's kind of this Beauty and the Beast thing, back and forth. Lots of big, heavy riffs, dramatic arrangements, loads of symphonic keyboards, right? This is very symphonic stuff, very big and bombastic and dramatic and all that. But I find, they've got 9 albums. I've reviewed and heard all, and I probably still have all of the early ones with Liv on vocals. And then I think I heard one of the previous 2 albums with Elina so far. And I thought that was pretty good, right? It's a formula that I'm not always a big fan of this style of music. I like some bands that fall into this sort of thing, but there's so many out there that are doing this, kind of male-female symphonic power metal thing. There's so many of them, but I would say Leaves' Eyes is probably one of the better ones. This is a pretty heavy album, and there's a lot of really catchy stuff on here, but it's all really well done. The production's really good. It's big and dramatic. Alexander produced the album. You got Forged by Fire opening track, really good. Realm of Dark Waves is good, but then it starts to get really good. Oh, Who Wants to Live Forever is terrific. Love the chorus. Her vocals are tremendous. And like I said, she's the star of the show here. But Alexander's Viking slash death metal growls pop in throughout the album, but they're never the main focus, but they're very effective. And you're falling in love with the female vocals, and then he comes in and you're just like, it just works. It works. Hammer of the Gods is terrific. In Eternity's good. You got Fear of the Serpent. Goddess of the Night is very, very catchy. And then I guess it's Sons of Triglav, something like that. Might be my favorite song on the album. What a chorus. Crushing heavy. Big galloping riffs. Love it. Elder Spirit is good. And actually, no, probably my favorite song on the album is Sail with the Dead, which is the closing little epic. I'm not sure exactly how long it is. It's the longest song on the album. Man, it's so good. It's dramatic. It's dark. It's menacing. And then she just kind of just wows you with this great vocal delivery. And you get the little bit of the death growls in there too. And the riffs are just crushing. Big kind of menacing atmosphere with the keyboards. Really well done. Really well done. I like this a lot. And I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 star. At the first couple listens, I was kind of like, I'm enjoying it. It's good. 3.5. But with my last listen, I was kind of like, this is really all kind of coming together pretty nicely here. And again, it's a band that's always really delivered pretty good quality stuff. It's not my favorite style of metal, but I can really appreciate this. And I like the memorable nature of a lot of these songs on here. Which you don't get, if you like lots of guitar solos and flashy synth solos and things. They're not all about that. This is more about the vocals and the overall arrangement just kind of hitting you with this big sense of drama and bombast. It's more about that. So if you don't mind that, you just like good symphonic metal songs with killer female vocals and very well executed bellowing Viking metal or death growls, whatever you want to call them. You can't really go wrong with this. So go check it out. It's called Myths of Fate, AFM Records by Leaves Eyes. Really strong album. Really strong album. Go check it out. I'll see if I can drop a link down below where you can go listen to it. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell to get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Down below, we also got the links to our Ko-Fi page, our channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. So thank you in advance for all your support there. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I'm Pete Pardo. New, except coming up in just a little bit. Till then, bye-bye. And I almost forgot to mention the bonus CD. In my excitement to just kind of tell you about the album and get off the air, there is a bonus disc in here, as I mentioned. What is that, you might ask? That is the all-instrumental version of the album, which, for a band that is mostly known for their cool vocals, what's the point? I mean, it's not like there's lots of kind of solos and things going on in this album. This is more about the big, ensemble arrangement and the big swells of riffs and keyboards and these great vocals from both of these folks. So, it seems to me like Inside Out has kind of started, this is on AFM Records, but Inside Out has kind of started this whole thing of including instrumental versions of albums. And it's just for bands that are known for their vocals and the melodies and the stories that they're singing about, I don't understand what an instrumental version of an album like this is, or who that's going to interest. You may listen to it once, but come on, Leaves Eyes is all about these two singers. They've always been about the two vocalists in the band. I have no interest in hearing an instrumental version of this album. So like I said, if it's there, if you get this, it's there if you want it. I just don't know how many people are going to be interested in that. But you never know. Anyway, just wanted to throw that in there. Thanks.